presenter will be from Mohammad Koshi. The title of the paper is Impact Learning, a Robust Machine Learning Algorithm. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, we
Yes.
can see.
Okay, may I start now?
Yes, start.
Please.
Okay, and thank you. At first, I prefer to give thanks to the chair of this session and conference secretary for the giving chance to present here, and all the participants. I hope you are doing well and in good health. So this is Kausar from Bangladesh, Noakhali Science and Technology University. Okay. So the ultimate goal of this presentation is to introduce a robust machine learning algorithm called impact learning, which is being widely used to achieve more advanced results on many machine learning related to challenge, right? So here is our overview and the topics that I'll cover in this presentation. So I don't think to take more time here, so I'm moving to the details. Okay, so machine learning and data science procedures are being very significant in lots of fields. Smart spam detection, intelligent advertising systems, fraud detection, chatbots, all are excellent examples of machine learning applications. So it's all about the learning from the matching amount of data using the some mathematical and statistical techniques. The purpose of regression and classifications is to develop a mathematical model in order to predict the dependent variable by analyzing a set of independent variables. So in other words, we use a model to predict the value of y. Value of y when we know the value of x, right? Fundamentally, classification is about the predicting a level and regression is about the predicting a quantity. And both are the predictive model which maps a function from input to output called function approximation, right? And it can be categorized under the same umbrella of supervised machine learning. Okay, in this learning algorithm is applied to develop a mapping function by mathematically analyzing the relationship between the input variables to the output variables. Mathematically, it can be considered as y equal to function of x. So the objective of this type of problems is to calculate the mapping functions as accurate as possible, such that whenever there is a new data x and the variable y, for the data set can be predicted, right? To create such mapping function, there are a rush of strategies such as linear, nonlinear, polynomial regression, or in classification we know as BM, KNN, NAPIS, etc. Every strategy is maintained a different methodology. Okay, so yeah, now comes to the point. What is impact learning? Similarly, from the previous talking, impact learning is a parametric statistical learning system and follows a different methodology. Impact learning is a supervised machine learning algorithm for resolving classification, linear, or polynomial regression knowledge from examples. So it also contributes to analyzing system for competitive data. This algorithm is unique for being capable of learning from a competitions, which is the impact of independent features, right? In other words, it is trained by the impact of the features from the intrinsic rate of natural increase, which we call RNI. Now I will show you the mathematical introduction of the impact learning. I hope you all enjoy it. Okay, so here is a circle which is a set of some points. Let's consider all the points are non-active, right? To better visualization, we can think this is the set of non-mobile phone user. Every point represents the non-active in mobile phone, right? I think it will be better to visualize. So consider a mobile phone company found a business executive because they can sell their mobile phones, which is almost equal to the non-users. This makes sense, right? Okay, so after day two, when they started their business and they sell out about the 10 around the 10 mobile phones. So after day three, the rate are increasing and they sells around the 15 mobile phones. Okay, now what's happened at the day four, right? Now at the day four, it can be seen that the rate are slightly decreasing considering the previous rate. So why this happens? Because of carrying capacity. Carrying capacity means that the highest possibility users of mobile phone, which is here around 30. Okay. So after day five, we can see that there's no active users. This is prominent that if the rate passes the current capacity, it will be zero because there's no user more, right? Thus, the rate or RNI will be zero for others consequence day like day 7, 8, 9, 10, blah, 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 right? Okay, now comes to at West. Think there is another operator who intends to do business here also. So at the final stage, the current capacity of the past operator will be dropped, as in that nearest to 20. So similarly, if there comes another operator, what will happen? Yes, it is true that the competition among all the operators will be high and it will be extended, right? Okay, here is for the competitive operator, and the carrying capacity of the past operators will be decreased to around. It is just assuming. Okay. Now, so one point is pretty clear that the final carrying capacity relies on the independent features. Similarly, the rate can be changed based on the policy of the other operators or features, right? So the rate which is here RNI also depends on the other independent features. Here is the figure and the examples of different RNI for the same carrying capacity. Now, the question is, how can we express the figure into a mathematical equation? Okay, now this is pretty easy. If we follow the logistic growth model, the only different is that the carrying capacity and RNI, which depends on the other features. Mathematically, logistic model can be defined as dy by dt equal to ry, 1 minus y by k. But dy by dt referred to the fitted curve, r is simply RNI, k is the carrying capacity, and y is our target variable for analyzing. Okay. So now comes to another theory, which is Malthusian model. Is a popular model which expresses the exponential growth, right? And mathematically, it is defined as dy by dt equal to ry. Now, the matter is that can we express the Malthusian model to logistic model related to independent features? Yes, we do with a difference methodology. Now, what is the methodology? Okay, for Malthusian model, there is no dependency, but in reality, which we can see before the past operator is dependent on the operator 2 or 3. Similarly, every data set, the target variable depends on the independence features, right? So if X is a features, then we can say that X impact on Y, which is expressed as the coefficient of Y, X tends to Y, W. So similarly, Y has impact on X, right? Which is W, Y to X. Now, from the impact on X and Y on each other, we can say that this equation will be dy by dt equal to Ry minus Wx to Y, which means that impact on X to Y, and minus Wy to X into Xy, right? Since Wx to Y and Wy to X are the coefficients, so they can be expressed as W. Now the final equation is dy by dt equal to Ry minus W into Xy. Okay. Now there is a big point. Y has impact on itself. Why this? If we think about the past operator, in reality, every company or business or every data set has some drawback of itself. This may be the impact on itself, which obstacles to reach the break-even point. Okay. So the final equation will be the dy by dt equal to Ry, and the impact on y into y itself, right? And the impact on others is to itself, which is the equation 1. Now, we can also find the logistic model, which I previously showed, which is equation 2. Since both equations express the same thing, we can say that they are equal, which is equation 3. If we solve this, we will figure out that the mathematical definition of the impel learning, which is equation 4. Okay, so yes, now if x1 and x2 until xn are the impact features on target variable y, then the linear expression of the impel learning will be the first equation of this slide, right? If we rewrite as the matrix or vector form, this can be written as the second equation. Well, finally we proved. Now we will move to the experimental result. Okay. Finally, we reached at the experimental result. There are lots of varieties data set that we tested in order to probe impel learning. Impel learning showed the state of the art result. So among them, we had shown some of them, right? This is the real data set which came from the Bangladesh Telecommunication Regulatory Commission, simply BTRC. Okay, there are 12 years SIM subscription data set of popular 6 SIM subscriber company in Bangladesh. And this is a business data set, also regression data set. Now we will solve using the impel learning. So the figure is the fitted curve of the Robi with respect to other company. Here Robi is a mobile phone company, a mobile SIM subscriber company of Bangladesh. Okay, and the first table proved that the mean square error or every features considering two target variables and compare with the others algorithm like multivariable regression, ANN, support vector regression, etc. So here is the red point prove that the minimum mean square error. So we can easily find out the impel learning show a nice result which is really standard and convenient. Now comes to the second table, which is the impact value on Robi to others compares. Like that Grameenphone's impact higher than others to Robi. That means the Grameenphone is the top competitors of the Robi company, right? On the other hand, Teletalk shows the lowest impact on Robi. So Teletalk has the lowest competition with Robi. Okay. Okay, now there are two data set of classification problems. One is PIMA Indian diabetes data set from Kaggle, is popular data set. Okay, and the other is NLP data set, which is gender detection from name. Okay, so due to the shortness of time, I'm not going to describe this data set. In the PIMA Indian diabetes data set, LDA took the first place with the best performance, and impel learning took the second place. Okay. But in the gender prediction, impel learning showed the most and best result, which is really convenient and nice. Okay, so here it's also showed that difference statistical performance analysis like F1 score precision.
Sorry for the interruption, and 2 minutes left.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So here is the model evaluations. The first figure proves that the model accuracy, and we use the test data set as a validation. And the second figures prove about the loss, and we use the gradient method in order to observe the loss. Okay, so yes, this is the most captivating point. Okay, now here is the model or library that we made based on the TensorFlow. To install in your environment, just follow the commands. Pip install impel learning. This library is consisted of 2 classes for regression and classification block. Here is the 2 demo example of regression and classification. Okay. Okay. So for the parameter tuning, we use 7 hyperparameters such as training set, which consisted of X and Y. We know the feature, independent features and dependent features. So number of class only eligible for the classifications. We use the different types of optimization techniques, and default as considered as HGD. So we use loss functions, which is default MSE for regression and categorical cross entropy for classifications. And we use the 0.01 default learning rate. Okay, if we want to change, we can. And around the 2000 epochs are considered as default. So we use validations to validate our training set or testers, and default is none. So for the loss function, we use several types of loss functions for classification, like the binary cross entropy, categorical cross entropy, cosine similarity, and KLD, etc. And we use also a rush of about the 7 loss function for regression, such as Haber, MSE, MAE, and Poissons, etc. So the most interesting point is that we use about the 9 optimization functions like that AdaMax, AdaDelta, and HGD, GD. Okay, so basically, if we want to use another loss function like the least square method, gradient descent method like least square method, or which is a statistical method, or if we want to use the optimization method like the Newton optimizing method, we can also use. Okay, so basically, if you want to know more details about the documentation, please visit our PyP project links, or also you can take a tour of my GitHub link, and you will find convenient documentation. Basically, we are developing a full documentation on Intel Learning, which will be published very soon. Okay, and I'm very excited and happy to share my knowledge with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I would be happy to answer you. And I would request for your good suggestions and recommendations so that we may extend the performance of algorithm as well as the library. And thank you to all.
Thanks for your presentation. Since the time is already exceeded, okay, so we don't have question for you, okay, this time. Sorry about that, because the time is very tight, as mentioned before, okay. We should go for the next speaker.